Hi, ladies and gentlemen, Eddie Marcus here again. I want to take a moment and share with you that there are some things that's going on that we are going to have to change, or at least I wish we would change. When I say we as a people, I'm speaking, first of all, we as black people. And secondly, I'm speaking of we as human beings. We as black people are going to have to recognize the truth, and that is that we've been lied to. And our whole experience of life is based upon something we are very unfamiliar with. We have had a race of people over us as our superiors. They've taught us everything we basically know, all of the ignorance that we have. They have even indoctrinated us about God and God's son, whatever that's supposed to mean. They gave us a white God, a white son, and words about it. We are more committed to it than white people themselves. In any conversation when you're talking about religion, you can always find a black person talking about how white people don't have it. But we got it, because we can sing and dance and all that kind of stuff. Truth of the matter is, ladies and gentlemen, we're slaves. White ones are slaves and black ones are slaves. We've both been deceived by those who wants to be superior to all. I want to say to black people, now that you've heard it said, because many of you don't believe that Jesus was black. You don't believe that even in a story, the greatest story ever told, that Jesus was black. And the fact that someone would say to you that Jesus was black would turn you off. How dare them say that Jesus was black? How in the world could Jesus be black? You know, that old conversation that we've been programmed to have. But one thing about the Jesus that's white that we have been programmed about, we know that every sin that happens is permitted by the white Jesus. Lying, cheating, stealing, hatred, racism, bigotry, terror, war, you name it. The white Jesus doesn't have any answer to it. And the reason apparently that the white Jesus permit this is because the white Jesus has tricked you to believe that in order for you to enjoy your life, the white Jesus, a white man, has got to have the control over it, wherein we've substituted money as your motivation. And we, white people, control everything that has to do with money, whether it's on the land or whether it's on the sea. And we've gotten all human beings everywhere attached to it. Now, some of the human beings are not as cold as others. I hear that Japan is a sweet place. I lived there for a while as in the military. I understand it is as clean as can be. Don't even have garbage cans on the streets because the way they got the system set up. Don't have garbage cans on the street. They're not dropping paper and waste on the streets. When in America, you got people living on the streets in tents. This is because we're white people here in America. Asians, they're a little different. But whites, right in America, money, 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 doesn't care. Money, 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 straighten things up. Nope. Money, money, money. Fix the problems. Nope. Money, money, money. Fix education? Nope. Money, money, money. Anything. It's all about money. Money, money. Look at Donald Trump. It's money, money, money. Then all the lying and everything he possibly can. But it's about money, money, money. And everybody that's attached to him is about money, money, money. To hell with everything else. But ladies and gentlemen, they trying to tell you that there's a information that suggests that Jesus that you were told about was all a farce, that Jesus was black. And I want you to know that a black Jesus is different than a white Jesus. If you look at what we just got through saying about a white Jesus, let me tell you about a black Jesus. Black Jesus is not advocating someone is on the top. A black Jesus tell you there's one on the top and you cannot see it. It's invisible. That's God. The rest of us are individuals and none of us on top. We are just servants. We're just people. We are created to be instruments of love from God to one another. And so all the things that we do as human beings is to benefit human beings. that human beings can enjoy life as though they were angels, as if they were in heaven, That's what the black Jesus will tell you. And the black Jesus will tell you that in order for this to occur, that everybody should engage themselves in the process while you're on this earth. You're not just here, but you can engage yourself not in selling drugs, not in doing things that's causing pain and suffering, but doing things that brings about relief, brings about joy and happiness. And that's being engaged in a job. You don't gangbangers. You don't be gangbangers now. Why? Because you got a job that you love doing, and it ain't selling drugs. It's whatever you love doing. And because you do that, you play a major role. Your hand, your contribution play a hand in creating from the resources that God has given us free, all the food that no one would ever have to be hungry. All of the clothing, no one would ever have to be naked. All of the shelter, no one would ever have to be homeless, sleeping on the streets or run down in dilapidated places or ghettos. No, none of that stuff. This is the black Jesus telling you this. The black Jesus will tell you that education was designed so that everybody who wanted to take access of it or take advantage of it can do it. That's what the black Jesus will tell you. The black Jesus will tell you that healthcare was made for the womb to the tomb, that if anybody ever gets sick or thinking about getting sick or getting sick, can be cured, not treated, but cured. That's what the black Jesus will tell you. That transportation, infrastructure meaning like you just got through saying about Japan, how beautiful it is. Can you imagine the United States beautiful from sea to sea? No trash, nobody running around doing despicable stuff to make stuff look ugly, burning up houses, not taking care of your property. No, none of that stuff takes place if you're listening to the black Jesus. Because the black Jesus will tell you that life was designed in such a way that everything complemented itself. Everything complemented itself. One thing, another thing, everything is complementing itself, doing for each other. That's what the things are about. That's what the black Jesus will tell you. But no, white Jesus is not going to go for that. Not after spending their whole life deceiving folks. Not after spending their own life trying to pretend that they are what they aren't. No, they're not going to listen to a black Jesus. So in order for a black Jesus to happen, I mean to actually rise up on the scene, it's not going to be a magic where some earthly power come down and force white people to do this. No. Pain and suffering usually is a tool that drives people into change. Now, America thinks it's the greatest nation on earth. Look at how they're allowing the stuff to happen in Ukraine. They're supposed to be supporting Ukraine. But white people, under the guidance of a white Jesus, will not allow them to help Ukraine. But that same white Jesus will permit them to allow Putin to cause all kind of pain and suffering he possibly can on those other people. That white Jesus will not support the people who are Palestinians who are being railroaded by white folks, calling themselves Jews, but will help the white people, calling themselves Jews, to dismantle and destroy Palestinian people. That's the white Jesus, not the black Jesus. The black Jesus said there must be peace between all people and will give you the strategy to bring about peace for all people. I'm telling you the difference between a black Jesus and a white Jesus. Now, I know the whole America will not listen to a word I say, especially talking about a black Jesus. They just love that white Jesus. Doesn't care if they took him straight to hell and poured some gasoline or stuck a match to him. They'd rather that white Jesus than listening to a black Jesus. And not only that, black people too. Black people don't want to hear anything about it. When I say that, there are some people who would love to understand and receive the knowledge of a black Jesus. Might not know what to do with it, but they would love and appreciate it. But there are many that don't want to have anything to do with it. Don't want to, because they think black people have been taught that black people can't do anything. Look at West running for president of the United States, Cornel West. Now you know darn well Cornel West would run circles all around Donald Trump. But do you think anybody would rather have Cornel West as a candidate for president than Donald Trump? Hell no. Why? Because of the white Jesus syndrome. The white Jesus syndrome, which says black people can't do anything. Don't trust them. They're the scum of the earth. That's what the white Jesus told them. The black Jesus did not tell us, black people, that white people are the scum of the earth. The black Jesus tell us that they are lost and they need some love. They need to be taught love because they haven't been taught anything but hate. And believe it or not, the way that black people would treat white people is the same way that black people are treated, in the same way black people always want to be treated. They would not cause pain and suffering on white people, similar to the pain and suffering that white people have caused on black people. Just won't do it. There's a difference between a white Jesus and a black Jesus. I'm so glad somebody finally got a chance to hear what the black Jesus is about, so we can stop thinking that white Jesus is the only Jesus. Well, I don't think I said anything to make anybody want to jump ship and become, in fact, let me tell you this here again. Let me put it to you this way. As far as I can tell you, in America, Donald Trump and his folks, mega people, are the worst people in America. Now, they might not be, but they're standing up on a pedestal saying that they are the worst. They care less about anybody. And the Republicans say, well, they sprang away from us, but we are not that bad. That's what the Republicans say. And the Democrats say all of them are bad compared to who we are, Democrats, and that they are better. And in truth, today, I don't know about yesterday, and I don't know about tomorrow, but today you get a better deal with Democrats than you would Republicans and Trump. So if I said, because I know you're not going to vote for God, and I know you're not going to vote for righteousness, so if I had to kind of give you some information about how to vote, I would tell you to vote for the lesser of the two evils. The lesser of the two evils today is the Democrats. But don't you think for 1 minute that that's the answer. The answer is change. The answer is you, the people, bring about change. The only reason I said give the Democrats a shot is because at least the cancer won't be as thick. You still got to go through cancer, clean it out in order to cause a manifestation of that which represents true God from the black person. It's going to take some time, but it will happen. It will never happen with white. Look at how they all ripping money. The preachers, everybody talking about God getting money. Everybody's about money. Everybody's about money. And even in the society, it's about money. If you got some money, you do not care that much about people who don't. You're more or less concerned, if you got a job, about making sure that you can keep up with the Joneses. That if their yard looks clean, your yard looks clean. If they got a car, then maybe you got a car. If there's something that they can do and you can do the same thing, then you thanking God. The people on the side that can't do it, you do not give a stink about them. And if you do give a stink about them, it's in making a donation. As far as making change to reflect the beauty of what life can be, like the black man, the black Jesus tell you, nah, you'd rather go with the white Jesus. And right now, white Jesus has corrupted in America every department. The Supreme Court, the white Jesus has corrupted that. The Supreme Court, the presidency, the Congress, senators, and the House of Representatives, and all the judges across throughout the state, all throughout the states, and all what you call them other things. Some of them call them aldermen and city councilmen, and everybody that got some kind of power always make sure that they got something over somebody else. Over somebody else. The man at the bottom doesn't have anything over anybody unless he has a quarter. If he got a quarter, then he got something over the one that has no quarter. So I'm trying to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I keep telling you, all of us are screwed. All of us are messed up. And ain't no white Jesus gonna help you get it right. You see what the white Jesus is doing. They back down in Texas, taking all the rights from the women that they can take away from them, taking all the rights from people that they can take away, for denying the story of the other people, just rewriting white stuff. Ain't nothing but a damn lie. But America chooses a damn lie any day before it does the right thing. But a black Jesus is not going to quit. Let me tell you what a black Jesus does. Let me compare you first. The white Jesus steals to get ahead, to make sure he has something. So you can say, oh, he's somebody. But the black Jesus will go and take something from somebody to get attention and draw you to them and say, yes, I took this because I want to tell you that you're being deceived by this white Jesus. You're being deceived by whiteness. You're being deceived by white superiority. Or they want you to believe that. But the truth of it is, it's all sin. It's all backwards. And if you change, you got to change for the right thing. And the right thing means everybody benefits. Not me and black people because I'm black. No. Or men because I'm a man. No. I'm a human being. And all human beings must live the life, the same happiness, the same satisfaction as the others. Or we might as well be just like those tigers and snakes and lions and that's eating each other up in the wild. Think about it.